Hello everybody, this is Kreegan and welcome back to Might and Magic 7. Last episode we finished the Arcomage quests, so I think it's high time for us to basically continue with the story. Now, we are at the part where we have to assassinate Tolberti. We will find him in the pit, which means we have to go to Deja. Now we are pretty much reaching the end of the game at this point. Well, not exactly at this point. Please ignore the cat in the background. She is being a little jerk. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we are basically reaching the end of the story. There is, however, a few things that we need to do. A few quests, I guess, so. What do I need to cast? Let's cast. I just cast everything that we need to. One thing that's a must if you are at this point in the game is to cast protection from magic, because you will need that in this fight that's coming. So hopefully you got yourself a cleric. We have everything that we need. No, we need torchlight as well. So we're gonna go with torchlight and we're gonna go invisible, just because it makes things a lot easier, and that's my dog chasing my other cat. Have a pet, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Cats and dogs lower blood pressure, they said. Well, anybody who said that, you know, pets make you live longer obviously did not have a pet. Oh, there's a lot of people here. So I think... No, this is not Tolberti's house. I think I'm on the wrong side, actually. Yeah, I might be on the... Whoa! Just got caught. Ah, I'm burning. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Why is everybody so mean to me? Okay, we can do this. We are awesome. Okay, safe for now. Well, that wasn't part of the plan, I'm guessing. Well, I'm telling you this wasn't part of the plan. So we're just going to try and run past all these things. A million shades here.
Run for your lives.
There we go. A small house. That's the place that we needed to get to. Fortunately, Tolberti is going to see us now. We still have protection from magic, but I'm not sure if anything happened or if I actually had to save myself from any spells. Unfortunately, I don't have light bolt. What's my strongest direct damage spell? I'm guessing implosion. I don't have fire blast, ironically. So I guess I'm gonna go with implosion. And you can have... We actually don't have power cure. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Might as well go with your standard flying fist. How much longer do we have haste? We have haste for 4 hours and 17 minutes. Is going to be enough. You just cast heroism on himself, and as you can hear, he's using some weird things. Ooh, that was easier than expected. Okay, so this is what we needed to get. We need to get this cube. We also got a blaster. For anybody that watched my Might and Magic 6 playthrough, you all know that we can actually use these blasters. We do need a skill, however. Now this is probably my first time actually, you know, rummaging around in this house. It's a nice house, I must say. But I can see something here, so I wonder what this is. What do we have here? Resurrection, body resistance, and Day of the Gods. Okay, so nothing special, I guess. Guess this is it. Oh, what a boring house. Okay, we can actually go away. I'm gonna go to Erathia first, I think. that the Grandmaster Body Guild is here.
The Guild of the Body.
That is the Master Guild of Body. Does that mean you have? No, I guess you don't have. It's paramount. There is the Spirit Guild here. What do you have? Blast, Resurrection, Shared Life. We have Raise Dead and Resurrection. We don't need anything else. So I guess we're gonna go to Celeste. Finish up the quest. Challenges? No challenges? No challenges. Well, it's been so long that since I've played this that I actually kind of forgot my bearings. But hopefully I'm gonna go get back on track real soon. Aerial membership? No. So these are the 4 houses of... There we go, Robert the Wise. Just the man I was looking for. Robert takes a cube. Once again you succeed. The goal is so close. I know you have many questions and I'm sure Resurrectra will answer them all after you do just one more mission for her. You will find her with Gavin Magnus in the throne room of Castle Lambent. Castle Lambent is... I think that's the road that I think this is Castle Lambent. I'm gonna go pay a visit to the Light Guild as well, though. So, this is the Light Guild.
Welcome to the Guild of the Light.
I actually want Light Bolt. There we go, we have 1 Light Bolt. Wait, do you have Light Bolt already? No, we don't.
Welcome to the Guild.
I'm gonna buy you the 2nd Light Bolt as well.
I learned it.
Just so you both have... It's actually quite a decent spell. Like for 5 spell points, you get at 1 to 4 points of damage. And if you strike an undead, the damage is doubled. And that is nothing to scoff at, in all honesty. What are you missing? You're missing Day of the Gods. You have Day of the Gods? Day of the Gods? Day of the Gods. There we go. And summon Elemental, might as well. I didn't need anything else. I'm just spending money at this point.
Ah, new spell. Great.
Okay. Castle Lambent. Angel, please move away. Thank you. I think it's this way. It's amazing how fast I forget. It is actually amazing how fast I forget. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Fly higher. Okay. Oops. There you go. Resurrectra. Strike the devils. Our plans rapidly approach their conclusion, but there is a hitch. The Kreegan, also known as the Devils or the Demons, must be destroyed before we finish our plans. They represent a terrible threat, and though they do little but lick their wounds today, will one day regain their strength and devastate the world. If anything we do is to have lasting effect, we must first destroy these monsters for once and for all. I think there's 1-4 too much. You're strong, but not strong enough to defeat the devils on your own. They are vulnerable to the brand of magic most commonly wielded by the necromancers, and less so by our own wizards. It is imperative that you infiltrate the devil's base and kill their leader Xenophax. That should end their threat to this world for some time. The warlocks have dug a tunnel from their volcano to the land of the giants, the land the devils claim as their own. Perhaps you can use that. So we've already been there in the land of the titans, giants, whatever. And she's also going to be our Grandmaster Blaster teacher. Grandmaster Blaster. I have so much points, I have nothing to do with them actually. Okay, so we might as well head out straight to Harmondale. And hopefully the devils won't own us too much. One thing that I really dislike at this point though is I don't have Lloyd's Beacon. And since I don't have Lloyd's Beacon, I can't actually abuse the mechanic of basically teleporting out and teleporting in safely. I just need to recast my Day of the Gods, I guess. Not Day of the Gods, Hour of Power, that one. Okay, there we go. And invisibility. Oh, wait, there are hostile creatures nearby. I'm silly.
Ow!
Come on,
No
hobgoblins,
problem.
die. There we go. Invisibility, just for the trip there. Don't want to fight with any dragons and titans, in all honesty. Oh, what's there? I think that's an hour of power pedestal. Oh no, that's a protection from something. I think protection from air, possibly? Maybe protection from water. As you can see, the devils are gathering downstairs. We're really interested in the colony. We'll try to sneak in unnoticed, not that it's gonna matter. And this is one of the few sort of, how should I say this, really disturbing views in this game. Kind of reminds me of the Zerg. Okay, so this is basically Colony Zod. I'm gonna have, let's say,
Okay.
Light Bolt and Light Bolt just to have a
Yes.
nice spell that you two are using. As you can see, the Devil Captains will drain my mana. That happened with my... where are you? With my Cleric, so I'll need to be a bit careful. Luckily though, we are... I think we're
Ow!
much more than strong enough to take this out. Luckily this dungeon is spaced in a way that they really aren't too clumped together, so you don't fight very many enemies at once. Ooh. Not to mention I deal a serious amount of damage. Okay. So that's one.
Ow!
This is, I think, the pretty much only place in the game that you will have trouble with if you choose the Cleric Sorcerer setup. And you're still not a Dagger Grandmaster. How come? Still need to fix that, I guess. Now which buttons do I need to press? Let's just press them all. Maybe that'll help. Oh, did help. That's surprising. Oh, hello. So there's a leather armor there, there's some cages there.
Pure
Kind of leather armor.
garbage.
Regular armor. Come on, this is a high tier dungeon. Don't be. What's the word? Stingy.
Disarmed. Pure garbage.
Enchanted ring, freezing potion, regular leather.
Pure garbage. Trash if I've ever
Not
seen.
really useful, not really useful. Blaster I'm gonna take, of course. Because blasters are awesome. Just pick up these things. Chainmail, that's gotta be a killer club. Yeah, it is.
Pure
A steel
garbage.
club, whatever. It used to be called Killer Club in Might and Magic 6, so I always call it Killer Club. Oh, hello there. You look familiar. Roland Ironfist. Well, people will certainly know about him if you've played either Heroes 2 or Might and Magic 6. Thanks for getting me out of that cage. I thought I had managed to escape when I was able to steal a key from the guard, but it didn't open my cage. Whatever it's used for, I'm sure you'll find it more useful than I will. I need to get back to my kingdom right away. Who knows what sort of horrible things have happened while I've been away. Oof. Boy, sit down. I got a story to tell you. Excuse me for my abruptness, but I want to breathe fresh air again. You've done both Arathia and Roth a great service, and I'm in your debt. Well, it's no problem there, Roland. And this is one of the most interesting chests in this game. Like, why is it black? I'm pretty sure it's just a visual
It's
bug.
pure garbage.
Okay, so a blaster and gibbet.
This will be fun.
Ah, it's of everything slaying, but it's of demon slaying as well. So you know what? I'm going to take it. Has very nice stats as well. 3d6 plus 12 compared to 3d6 plus 10. I guess he does have the 3 to 18 points of fire damage, but it deals double damage to pretty much every high tier mob in the game, so I think I'm gonna stick with Gibbet. Or Gibbet. Gibbet or Gibbet, whatever. Plus it looks really awesome. I think this is one of the nicest looking spears I've ever seen in any game. I'm a big fan of spears, by the way. Spears and swords. I used to be a really big fan of axes. Like, you know, in video games. Like, when you have the option... Let's say you're playing a game like... I don't know. Just pick a game, you know, that lets you choose between different weapons. You know, like swords and axes and daggers and stuff. Let's say Skyrim. And sure, if you get down to the mechanics of, you know, how you deal damage and everything in Skyrim, it turns out that, you know, swords are basically the best weapons to have because they swing the fastest, etc., etc. But honestly, swords in that game are, well, pretty boring. Like, visually, I mean. I think the axes are much more interesting. But that's beside the point. Anyway, I was talking about, I actually really liked axes when I was younger. Didn't like swords as much. So everywhere that I could choose to have an axe, I basically had an axe. Or a spear, but you don't really see many spears in games, like, I don't know. I guess MMOs have their own sort of spear thing, because, you know, it's an MMO and you gotta have a bunch of different weapons for, I don't know, a bunch of different classes and stuff. But, yeah. I don't know, I can't really remember spears in, let's say, 3D games that much. I guess Morrowind had it. God bless his poor soul. Still the best Elder Scrolls game. Not to put any shade on Skyrim though. Skyrim is good. Skyrim is good. A glorious cloak. Oh yeah, that's a normal cloak.
It's disarmed.
Yes.
Trash if
Loot.
I've ever seen it.
So there's some good
Garbage.
loot in this
Trash if I've
dungeon.
ever seen it.
Mogret Helm of Earth. Nice.
Trash if I've ever seen it.
So I have about 11 blasters now. Not exactly, but I just have too much. Oh, Helm of Thought. No, you're gonna take this one. You might as well take this one. And you might as well take this one. So you're not gonna be as dumb as you are, usually. Yeah, you're pretty stupid, aren't you? Yeah, you are. 0 intellect knight. I don't think I ever managed that one. Ooh, I forgot to recast my regeneration. Completely forgot. That could have been the end of me. Regeneration. The most overpowered spell in Might Magic 7 and 8. In my personal opinion. Can I open this already? No. So I need to click this button as well. It was all bloody, so I didn't even register it. Okay, so that's it. Now I think we're coming to a room. We need the key for this one. The key that we got from Roland, and I think this is the last one. Now here's the problem though. It's actually a fairly difficult room. So I'm probably going to do... No, won't actually have to do hit and run attacks, because I guess I got a bit lucky. And I think one of them was the Devil Captain, like the actual Devil Captain, or Xenofax.
Pure garbage.
For some reason the game just calls him, you know, just like a standard enemy, like a Devil Captain, which is kind of a bummer. I like the idea of, you know, sort of like boss enemies.
It's disarmed.
Oh, nice.
Pure garbage. Pure garbage. There's no room in here.
Ooh.
Pure garbage.
So
Trash
yeah,
of a pure garbage.
Ooh, Arms Master +8.
There's no room in here.
I don't think I need it though. I think I have an artifact armor, don't I? No, I don't. Arms Master skill +7, Arms Master skill +8. Whew, much better. I don't have that many artifacts, actually. I remember... Oh yeah, right, I do have the Cloak of the Sheep. Oh, that's why I have intellect minus 20. Yeah, I guess I have a Gibbet and a Cloak of the Sheep, and I remember the Sun Cloak, but I wouldn't exactly call this one an artifact. Anyway, we're done with this. We might as well go back to Celeste. Ooh,
So
there we
here
go.
we are, one happy family. Maybe now we can let bygones be bygones.
You must be joking.
So it's a
After
cutscene.
the wars you've caused? After all the people you've killed? You have caused much misery. Archibald Iron Fist, for your crimes against the kingdoms of Enroth and Arathia, for all the suffering you have caused, I hereby sentence you to...
Wait, Archer, you told me you and your followers moved to an island to continue your studies in peace. Are you willing to remain there and trouble us no more?
Yes.
He did save my life.
I think this is a mistake, but very well. I hereby sentence you to exile on your little island, never to leave upon pain of death. Do you swear you will remain on the island?
I swear it.
Then go. I never want to see you again.
The score is even now, brother. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this cutscene won't be recorded, because for some reason it never is. It was basically a cutscene of Archibald Iron Fist and his conversation with Queen Catherine and King Roland Iron Fist. Because if you remember, way back when we traveled to the Land of the Titans, Archibald actually sort of communicated with us telepathically. And he told us that his brother was captured by the devils, etc., etc. So this was basically the sort of the wrapping up of that. I want to say storyline, I guess. But yeah. Okay. So we struck the devils. So there's another cutscene now.
Present. The Lords of Harmondale and I are ready to hear your plan.
As you have no doubt begun to suspect, we, my companions and I, are not of your world, nor are our counterparts who have sided with the necromancers. We arrived here a few years ago, weary of our search for the ancients and two of their agents called Sheltum and Korak. Much sorrow has come to your world because of our battles with our former friends, and I am sorry for that. But we think that what we are fighting for will be worth it. We have been struggling against our former compatriots to gather the materials we need to connect to the system of gates the ancients were building before the devil Kreegan caused the silence. We need but one more part. When we arrived on your world, we decided to hide our vehicle in the sea and activate the security system. Because we had already begun to distrust each other, the ship's password had two parts. One known by me, the other by Castor. We had thought we could settle our differences. We were wrong. Without the password, the ship's security system will be very hard to defeat. So this is where you, our allies from Harmondale, come in. We need you to get that part. If you succeed, the reward will be the end of the silence that has shrouded your world for 1,000 years.
You are heroes! Your work against the devils was masterful, and the rescue of King Roland was as delightful as it was unexpected. History will never forget your names for doing what you just did. I, for one, am very proud to know you. Okay, so this is the actual final task now. The time has come to achieve our goal. The reason we have sent you on all these missions is simple. We have been busy gathering the parts needed to open a gate to the ancients, the ones who colonized this world ages ago. Unfortunately, our former compatriots also seek those parts for their own dark dreams. They wish to rebuild the Heavenly Fort from the times before the Silence and use it to duplicate the weapons we brought with us to your world. We have been competing with them for these parts, but at last we have what we need, except for one thing. We have been unable to find the oscillation overthruster on your world. Now that is a mouthful. All would be lost, but there is one such device aboard the Lincoln, the vehicle that brought us to your world. It is in the sea west of Avley and secured against entry even from ourselves. Now you must wear our environment suits Enter the ship and return with the overthruster. You will find these suits in the chest outside the throne room. For the suit to function properly, you must not be wearing any equipment. As for us, we must stand watch at the gate and battle our former comrades. Woo! That was a wall of text. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up these wetsuits, and pick up these wetsuits, and I'm going to go somewhere where I can sell whatever I have in my inventory. So I'm gonna go to Rathia. I kind of like Rathia. It has, you know, shops pretty much close by.
See anything you want?
At this point, I actually have no idea why I'm actually looting the, you know, chests that I find, because it's not like I'm gonna get anything much better than I do already have. You know, there's something to be said about amassing incredible amounts of coins in such video games. I think I mentioned this in the beginning, but money is not a problem in this game. Honestly, neither is experience. Now, there is some problem with money in Might and Magic 6. Might and Magic 7 is a completely different story, though. I'm gonna try enchanting this one. More resistant to sleep. That's a bit of a downer. And now these. So I'm basically clearing out my inventory because I will need to take off all my equipment for the wetsuits to basically work or be able to be equipped, and without them I can't actually travel to the place that we need to go. That, however, is going to come in the next episode. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave me any comments if you have any questions, or, you know, just drop a comment. You know, see if I reply. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you here next time. Bye bye.